first of all, how you can access this. We have feed here on the tabs under Copilot. Also, you can access this functionality through the Access Evo button. If I have a notification which hasn't been opened, you can see I have a red dot, and I also have a red dot against feed. So I can open and I can see my notifications, the tasks assigned and everything. But for now, I would like to start with showing you what type of feed notifications we have and where you can find them. And for doing that, I have to go under personal settings, which is actually what I'm going to do, and under notifications. And I'm going to make this screen bigger for a second, and you'll be able to see that we have reworked our user interface in order to support both feed and email notifications from the same screen. It's going to be fairly easy to set up everything. You can see that we support feed for task assignments, mentions, inquiry assignments, and problem owner updates. Everything is enabled by default, is turned on by default, but you can disable the last two. However, as we don't disable the email notifications for instant task assignments and mentions, we decided to keep them on. We're definitely open for feedback, and we're looking to hearing from you if you'd like to keep them on or off. But yes, if you look at these ones, if I keep scrolling, for example, under orders and everything else, we have a dash against feed. Everything that is enabled will show into the left-hand side in the feed navigation menu. And yes, if you want to make any suggestions, please let us know. For now, I want to go back to showing you how this works in action. So you have seen that we have different settings. And now, for example, if I go under Mary Berry, which is one of my contacts, I'm going to search for Mary Berry, which is a recent record of mine, one of the contexts. We can see that, for example, Rob is assigned a task to set gem samples to Mary, which was 9 days ago, and it's a pretty high priority task. So I'm going to ask Rob via the activity timeline, posting here a note, and going to ask Rob if he has actually created the task or hasn't, if he actioned on the task, because it's not completed. Maybe he already sent them, and then I'm just poking him for no good reason, but better check. So if I post here the question, it's going to take a second. We can see the note in the timeline under this month. And then if I open feed, you'll see that a few seconds ago, Tanya mentioned Rob on the contact Mary Berry, and we can actually open the record by clicking on View Record. For the time being, it's going to open in a different tab, but I can assure you that the central team is working on making this possible so that when you click on links, you can open them into the current tab. So it's something that's going to be a lot easier. You won't even have to wait the 5 seconds of reloading the CRM. And you can see that it opened directly Mary Berry. So I have both of them without searching or without going through anything else. This is one way in which feed can be very useful. Also, about the broken jar problem, if we have a problem, for example, I can search for the problem here in the CRM. Through the search everything, and I can find a problem. We can see that I changed a bit the problem ownership, and maybe this time Rob wants to change the ownership from him to Tanya, or vice versa. So we can see that the owner is Tanya. If Tanya also searches for this problem, we can change the ownership back to Rob, for example. If I assign it to Rob, it's probably going to take a second. We have to reload a bit the CRM, this record, and you can see that I have now the red dot, which is telling me that I have a feed notification. The last one I haven't checked is that the problem was assigned to me by Tanya. So Rob received the notification, and I can actually open the problem and view the problem, which is again super useful in case I haven't opened it so far or anything, which is hopefully a good use case for you.